Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here. More Sniper Elite 5. This is the continuation of our collectibles guide. This is mission 6, Libération, and we are going to grab all 19 of the collectibles here. First off, right at the beginning, you can spot the Stone Eagle pretty much directly to your north, a little bit off to your right. It's on top of a damaged windmill. So grab your sniper and take it out. Also, as a side note, I feel like the more Sniper Elite 5 I play, the more I'm starting to enjoy this game. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Now, from where we just were, if we move up the field and a little bit to the right, we'll end up in this small village, and there's a personal letter on one of the enemies here. Now, I took this enemy out with hand-to-hand combat, so it automatically snatched up the letter for me. But if you come here and find them, take them out, grab the letter. Their name is Ralph Bottrich, by the way, and if you use your binoculars, it'll let you know that they're carrying something. We're then going to cross the street and go to the west side village before we kind of get to this first bridge area. And what we can do here is go inside this compound, watch out for the enemies, go to the main two-story building, use the outside stairs to go up inside the building, and in the far room, we can find our first classified document. Now, I've went across the bridge and neutralized all the defenses, so I'm done all of the little main objectives here inside the first city. So go across the bridge and we can find a lot of collectibles here. In the first building on your left, as soon as you cross the bridge, go inside, go upstairs. Here you can use a crowbar to take out the radio, but you can also pick up a classified document. While you're here, you can also grab the pistol workbench, so let's go back to that main road. We're gonna head up the road a little bit towards the north, and we're going to take a right-hand turn into this kind of open courtyard. Here, if you find the door at the far back corner, you'll be able to go into this building and then up one set of stairs, up a second set of stairs, and then exit out of the building using a balcony slash hole in the roof. If you end up on this kind of outer balcony, you'll end up just going across it, entering a kind of secret room. Here you'll be able to drop down into the pistol workbench, and then you'll be able to open up a door to exit out and create a shortcut of sorts. Now we're going to make our way into the eastern side fields of the map. There is a small little kind of village here, I guess, with these two buildings. There will be 2 or 3 enemies here. I've taken them out. But right in the middle, you can find a classified document sitting on a wooden box. So make sure you pick it up. Now, just next to the previous collectible, kind of in these eastern fields, you can also find a downed plane, and there should be 2 or 3 enemies patrolling this plane. I'm just going to run up and find the enemy. You can use your binoculars to mark them as always to see which one has the hidden item on them. But I'm going to use hand-to-hand combat since I have the skill already available in order to automatically loot it from them. But one of these 2 or 3 enemies should have the lucky rabbit's foot. We've now found ourselves on the western side of the map. I know we're kind of all over the place, but the collectibles are really well scattered here. There is a kill list target in this compound, and patrolling outside in front, there will be 2 enemies. One of them, I believe, is a Jaeger, and one of them is a normal infantry unit. The normal infantry unit will have a personal letter on them, and this is probably the worst aim I have ever had in a first-person shooter, to the point that I thought it was funny and I would just leave it in and not edit it out. But obviously you can kill them hand-to-hand combat or just take them out and then loot them to find their personal letter. We've now moved a little bit north, and we're going to find a personal letter. You may have the objective to kill the 3 snipers. Do not kill them. There's an achievement coming up after this that we're going to be using them for. But in this small little outpost with these 3 little buildings, enter the building with the blue window frames, go up the ladder with the not so tight controls, and in here you will find a personal letter on the ground. At this point, there's a missable achievement slash trophy called Up Close and Personal. I'm in the building where we just picked up our last collectibles, and my next objective is on this second bridge, and it's to take out the 3 snipers. And to get this achievement or trophy, we have to kill these snipers using up close and personal tactics, which means melee takedowns. Now use your binoculars to scan the area. You'll find 1 sniper in the hotel, 1 sniper in the church spire in the background, and then 1 in the bistro on the left side of the street. At this point, all you need to do is melee kill all 3 of them. Now I'm playing on a lower difficulty, which means that I can pretty much just run into the village and just run up to the enemies and use that hand-to-hand combat. However, there will be other enemies kind of running around, so if you're playing on a harder difficulty, you may want to actually stealth your way into the village and take your time here. So I ended up using the plane to cross the river and ended up in the hotel first, up the stairs, and took out the hotel sniper. Then I went across the street and went into the kind of bistro, I believe, and took out the bistro sniper. Also, you may want to do a save before you start this so that you can load up your save if you take too much damage or if you want to do it differently. Last but not least, I am going to run to the church. However, because I did start an alarm, the church sniper ran down the stairs to try to meet me at street level. So you'll have to maybe adapt if something similar happens to you, but I'm going to continue up the stairs to show you where this sniper would be naturally. Otherwise, that will be it. Make sure you melee combat all 3 of them and you're done. So now that I've kind of liberated this outpost and taken care of all of the enemies, on the church itself, which we were just in to kill that 3rd sniper, there is a stone eagle. It is kind of on the northwest corner of the building, where the building has a giant chunk of it missing. The stone eagle is sitting on top of a perch there, so take it out before moving on. So now that we've taken out the stone eagle and done the main objective here to take out the 3 snipers, I'm going to start moving to the east towards the now secondary objective, which is the other bridge. As I'm exiting this city, the last building on my left, I'll be able to go inside and up the stairs. At the top of the stairs, you can find a locked door. Pick the lock and go inside to find classified document number 4. We're then going to end up back on that road right next to the collectible we were just at. We're going to continue heading to the east, and the last building on the right is like a water windmill that generates electricity for this town. If you go inside, we can find our hidden item, and I believe the SMG Workbench. So we're going to go inside. There's a hole in the ground with a crowbar conveniently next to it. Break it open with the crowbar, then drop on down. I believe on a table near the middle, you can find our second hidden item, and you can find the workbench here as well. Make sure you grab both of these collectibles before moving on. I have now made my way all the way to the east of the map. This is the second bridge where there are explosives, and you can do either of these objectives, but if you want to get all the side objectives, you'll have to do both of them. I've obviously taken out all the enemies, disarmed the bridge, but at the end, on the northern end of the strip here of the street, you'll find this small green building next to a little bit of a tower. If you go inside through the door immediately on your left, personal letter. If we travel to the trenches in the northeast and enter from this location on the map, we can navigate to the opening there and find an artillery cannon. Next to the artillery cannon, we can find a personal letter. There's also a secondary objective here. If you investigate the glider, you can then go into the bunker in the middle of these trenches to find some intel and unlock a secondary objective. But for now, we're just going to grab that collectible. For the next collectible, I am standing in the northwest corner of the trenches where they exit into the next town. I don't normally do this for collectibles, but from this exit, you can see the town in front of me. The collectible will actually be behind us in the first little bunker that lines the trench, and you can find classified document number 5 here. If you don't navigate to this collectible from this location, it can be a little complicated running through the trenches. We're now in the final little village town thing in the map, and I've actually completed all of our main objectives and I'm ready to exfiltrate. But before I do, I'm going to make sure I grab everything. So before the bridge where we planted the explosives, the building on the right hand side of the bridge when facing north, you can go inside of it using the vines on the outside of the building to end up on the second floor. Once on the second floor, you can find the rifle workbench. I believe this unlocks magazine mods. Additionally, in this town, we can find our last hidden item. We're on the bridge heading north, and the first building on our right will have the hidden item. So go inside, go up the stairs, and you'll find the hidden item on a dresser near the entrance to the side room. I accidentally picked it up without recording while I was fighting the tank, so excuse me, it won't be there for me, but I promise it'll be there for you. Last but not least, our final stone eagle can also be found in this town. I'm going to shoot it right from the location of the last collectible, which was the hidden item. Look out the window, you'll notice the flag. Behind the flag is a building that is pounded to rubble. There is a window frame, and in that window frame, we can find our third stone eagle. That should be 19 of 19, but pause the game, go to your service record to double check. Thank you for watching. Drop a like on the video. A special thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.